In Iowa. She joins me now with more from the Klobuchar campaign. It's good to see you, Maura. A lot has been made of the fact that in the 24 hours after the debate, Amy Klobuchar took in $1 million. So what's the strategy now to use that money?
Hey, Chris. Good morning. Like you said, we're here in Estherville, which is in Emmett County. It's her third to last stop to complete that 99-county tour after an aggressive 27-county bus tour. She rode this bus all throughout southern Iowa up to northwestern Iowa last week. And following that debate, it's where she made the announcement that she raised $1 million. So she's investing her time in getting to every single county in Iowa. And Iowans told me on the bus tour last weekend this morning, they are in Estherville. There's about 75 folks inside in a town of 5,000. So it's a solid turnout this Friday morning. But we have a quick soundbite that I want you to hear of what she said to voters inside. Chris. So Klobuchar uses this bit. She talks about that this election against Donald Trump is going to be a patriotism check, an economic check, a decency check. And she's using these talking points to appeal to for the more moderate voters, independents and Republicans that she says she can pull, maybe taking away from some former Trump voters here leading up to 2020. And so that time investment, while it might seem like she's just bouncing around the state and visiting small towns, these voters here and these caucus goers who will be going to caucus in about 5 weeks really appreciate the time and are connecting with someone that they can see could be a good middle-of-the-road moderate candidate as a possible alternative to a Joe Biden or a Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, one thing that never changes every 4 years is that those Iowans expect their candidates to show Iowa with Amy Klobuchar herself, who has been seeing some movement.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, so we are actually in Kossuth County now. We are in Emmett County earlier this morning. So this is the 98th county, I think, on your 99-county tour. So, Senator, tell me, why is it so important to you to visit every single county in Iowa?
Well, I think you really got to have a presidential candidate and a president talk and define myself.
And I was speaking to some voters at the last stop who were very impressed with your debate performance. They like that you can speak to the Midwest issues and ag issues, but they were a little concerned about speaking to the rest of the country because after Iowa, obviously there's some other East Coast states, West Coast states that you'll need to appeal to. So what will you do to appeal to those voters moving towards Super Tuesday if there's a path out of Iowa?
Well, I think so many of the things that I talk about here really resonate everywhere. We're going to New Hampshire in 2 days, and I'll be there for the next 3 days. We're going to Nevada. It's a lot of the same. It's about the things that matter to people. Just like on that debate stage, what unifies us is more than divides us. Not just campaigning, but also governing.
And here in Iowa, since the summer, throughout the summer and leading up to now, we've kind of seen you have a slow rise in the polls. Your support has doubled.
We call it a surge.
Okay. And so, but is it a surge, or what needs to happen to kind of surpass the other competitors are in double digits ahead of you? So what needs to happen in the next 5 weeks or so until caucus?
Well, that's everywhere.
Maura, I know that
everybody. A lot of voters describe to me Chris is talking.
Sorry,
to me. Yes,
I know that she doesn't have an earpiece, so she can't hear what I'm saying, but I'm wondering if you could ask her, because she mentioned the surge and the headlines of campaigns for decades.
Sure. So I'll repeat that a little bit here because the senator doesn't have an IFB. We kind of just grabbed her before she went to speak to these voters.
I kind of went rogue.
But Chris Jansing is asking, we're seeing maybe a surge here in Iowa with your campaign. We saw Kamala Harris have a surge. Some people say that Pete Buttigieg might be surging a little early. Have you and your campaign talked about what you do to maintain that surge and hold on to that and leading up to caucus? I think that was options when you're in D.C. and not in
Iowa. I am someone that actually just is in it for the long haul, and I think people here get that. I am their senator next door.
Well, thank you so much for letting us grab you last minute. I apologize.
See you, Chris.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Tell her I said feel free to go rogue at any time.
Embed, Maura Barrett is with the Klobuchar campaign in Humboldt. Talk to me about the bounce she's seeing and what she's saying about it.
Hey, Allie. So we are in Humboldt County, and Senator Klobuchar's big green bus actually just pulled up here. So she'll be heading in to talk to the voters here to officially hit her 99th county. And she's really attributed a lot of her rise, like we've seen this slow, steady rate rise over the summer into the fall. And now we're almost 5 weeks out until caucus. But she attributes that to. So Allie, she attributes the strong debate performances meeting people out here in Iowa. And after those debate performances, she's fundraised $1 million after the most recent debate. She fundraised almost $2 million in the last one, which has allowed her to staff up here in Iowa and do the organizational work on the ground that's key in the success in the caucus come February 3rd. Allie.
Right. Folks in Iowa actually like it when people come and visit them. It's important, the retail politics, the pressing the flesh of these candidates.
Sure. So there's been a peaked interest here from voters. In the past week, I was on her 27 county bus tour last weekend. Over 4 days, and every single event, they anticipated maybe 10 to 15 RSVPs, and almost 60 to 70, if not more, people showed up. So there's definitely interest here in the senator. A lot of people, almost every single person I talked to at these events, they're interested in Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg, or Klobuchar and Joe Biden. So she's clearly solidified herself as the moderate candidate. They like that she plays middle of the road. They like her stances on health care and her plan to pay for college, because it's not, as they put it, free this, free that. And one voter actually put it to me. He said, you know, Joe Biden is too old, Pete Buttigieg is too young, he's too experienced, Amy Klobuchar is just right. So she's really working to convince caucus goers here in Iowa that she's the middle of the road candidate that can go up against Donald Trump, and that she has the appropriate amount of experience to do so. Allie.
Maura, great to see you, my friend.